water jets coming from underneath the cement, or we have all the waterfalls and stuff. And it's not just because they look nice. They actually serve a vital function to this river. So the river actually just barely flows. It has such a slow current. The water can actually kind of stagnate at times. And of course, that's horrible for the plant life and the wildlife. So all of the waterfalls and that kind of thing actually aerate the water and keep it moving. That helps keep everything alive. We're actually about to come by a really nice waterfall. It's going to be coming up on my left. I'll go by slowly whenever we're up on it so y'all can get some pictures with it. Yeah, it's going to be through these 3 archways on my left-hand side.
You see it, Nyla?
A lot of water.
What she said?
A lot of water's in there.
Speaking of the wildlife, a lot of people like to ask me if there's fish in the river. There's lots of fish in the river. They're mostly bottom feeders, things like carp and catfish. It's legal to fish on the river, just not in the main square where we just were going through. I mean, there's way too many people. We don't want to see anyone get caught by a fish hook. Now, personally, I wouldn't eat anything coming out of this river, but I have heard that some people down here like to eat catfish. I mean, poof, whatever floats your boat, I'm sure you folks have heard before, there's a lot of antiquated laws in different states, like, things that they're really old laws, they don't really make sense anymore, and for the most part, a lot of them you wouldn't get in trouble for them. We have a couple of pretty funny ones here in Texas. I'll go ahead and share a couple of those with y'all. I promise you, I am not making up any of these. These are real laws. So, one of them, it is illegal to shoot a buffalo from the second story of a hotel window. I have no idea how that became a law. There must have been a really interesting court case for that to happen.
Shooting and killing buffalo is illegal.
In the cities of Texas barefoot. You're supposed to submit to the state for a permit to do so, and it costs $5. Like I was saying though, these laws are old. $5, depending on how long ago, that could have been a lot of money. I hope they weren't charging people too much for that. One of my favorites is that it is illegal to drive without windshield wipers, although it is completely legal to remove your windshield. So, if those wipers aren't
And it's
there,
illegal
you're breaking
to
the law. You
drive
don't have
without
a
wipers.
windshield there at all.
Or it's
So over my
illegal
right, you
to
see
shoot
this little
buffaloes.
Cutout on the wall. It says, over it says 2 Travis and Houston streets. This used to be a stair set going up the street level, but as we go by, you'll see it's been completely cemented off, so nobody can access it anymore. The way the stair sets used to be built, they were incredibly dangerous. They were really shallow, really steep, looking more like a step ladder than what we consider, stairs these days.
And there's
There was
the
a really high
waterfall
mortality
again.
rate for people tripping on stairs, because you would essentially just fall straight backwards. There's nothing to break your fall. So I was telling you about how Robert Hugman, he brought all of the safety stuff down here with the floodgates and all that. But he also designed everything down here on the river. So he's the one who decided that we were going to get rid of all of those old stair sets and put new, modern, standardized stair sets all over the Riverwalk. It's crazy. It's one of the things you don't really think about too much, like the fact that stairs aren't horrible death traps anymore, but it's really crazy how much influence one man can have over an entire city. But all right, folks, as I'm sure you can tell, we're coming back to where we started. This is my least favorite part of the tour. This is where I have to break up with you. It's not me. It's you. You gotta get off the boat. I hope y'all had a great time out here with me today. Everyone, please look around. Make sure you have everything. Your phones, wallets, keys, kids, we don't want them. If you happen to leave something behind, check in at our ticket locations. We do have lost and founds. For your safety, folks, please remain seated. The boat can shake, rock, and bump around until I have it fully secured. Please don't stand up until I tell you it's safe to do so. And one last thing, folks. Tips are very much accepted, allowed, and appreciated. Put a little tip jar up here at my helm. Propinas para cervezas, por favor. I appreciate you folks for coming out here. I hope you enjoy the rest of your time in the sea, especially on this beautiful river walk. Give me a moment to get the boat fully secured, and I will let you know when it's safe to stand up.